What's up, guys? It's Mike here with Growing Indoors 365. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Back in the tent. I'm going to start a quick series right now, and basically what that's all about is cloning basil. So I have a ton of basil right now. We're going to dive into it. I'm going to show you what I do pre-cloning and basically throughout the entire cloning process. So come on the journey with me. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to hit the links down below if you're interested in setting up a grow tent just like this in the back here. And make sure to give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And make sure to share, because it's all about sharing. It's all about motivating. As you know, I'm really all about motivating. I want you guys to motivate your friends, your family on starting their own indoor grows. Share this video, share the YouTube channel. Make sure to hit us up on Facebook and Instagram. All right, let's dive into it. So literally I have more basil than I could, do anything with at this point in time. I'm sure in the comments you guys are gonna say you should dry it out, you should do whatever. This is 30 days. Guys, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Literally the only reason that I'm cutting this down, okay, the only reason I'm cutting these down is so that they don't hit the light. It's kind of dangerous when they start hitting the light. I mean, look at this. Look at this, look at in the back here. Let me show you what I just took down. I mean, it's unbelievably huge. Sorry, I'm using one hand here, but I mean, look, I'm just gonna actually throw it on the floor here. Everything that I cut down. I mean, look how much I have to cut down. But look at that, burnt marks, okay? That's dangerous, okay? That's why I wanted to make the video as soon as possible. Also, the plants are just getting too big. They're getting too big. I try to give my neighbors some of this stuff, but they don't really want it. And honestly, when I leave it alone, like when you cut it and you have the leaves just kind of chilling like that, most of the time they start to wilt because you basically cut their lifeline. They no longer have the root system. They no longer have the support system. They don't have anything. Okay, so at this point in time, what I'm doing is I'm just trimming them up a little bit this way. This way I could trim them up and I could get on my journey on cloning them, because you don't need, I mean, this is great stuff to be able to use it, but I mean, unbelievable. Look how much, I mean, you could feed a small village with this amount of basil. I mean, look at this. That's crazy. It's a lot of freaking basil. It's unbelievable, but literally the only reason I have to do that is because, as I mentioned, I want to make sure that you cut that top area. This way you keep it clean. And it's good to keep it clean. It's real good to keep it clean. You want to make sure that it's, there's not a lot of things kind of like overgrowing in your grow tent. Definitely going to make some tea tonight of this lemon balm. Let me smell this real quick. Oh, that smells, you know what? Whew. Wow. My hands smell so heavily from the basil. Okay, that's better, because I didn't use the basil with this hand. I used it with my left hand, and boy, I can't even smell what it's been touching because the basil is literally overpowering. Wow, that smells, wow, almost clogs my nose because it's so strong. I mean, look how beautiful these are. All right, let's get back to this. This is a basil cloning video, not a lemon balm video. All right, so this is looking good. Let's go to the next step. I'm going to show you, basically, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a separate reservoir right now that's going to house the, probably, I don't think I'm going to do 9 basil plants. I think it deserves in cloning, just to show you guys the process and the possibility from, again, what you guys, hopefully you understand what I'm doing. I have one plant here, okay? I'm going to cut this plant at certain nodes. And nodes are basically these little areas right here that stem out from the main stem. Those are nodes, okay? So I'm going to cut a few different pieces off of these current basil plants. And the whole point of this is that you could take one plant and turn it into multiple plants. And that's what the cloning process is about. So let me go ahead and set this one reservoir up with some water. I'm probably going to do 4 basil plants just to show the process, and in addition to that, I will probably behind there, I'm going to put a couple of new lettuce plants too. So probably utilize the bottom here for some brand new lettuce. All right, Let's check it out. All right, guys, so now it's kind of time to cut some of these basils down. You know, they get so high that you literally have to start chopping them up because they start to interfere with the light above, and you definitely don't want that. So here's what you want to do when you are starting to potentially, you know, clone your plant. It's kind of it's almost a little difficult sometimes based on how big the plant is, but let me actually bring the camera just a little bit over here. Sorry about the way that I'm doing it, but I'm gonna choose this one. This is gonna be the first one that I choose. The reason why I'm choosing this is because the stem is not that big. Now, what I wanna do is I'm just gonna cut the stem right at the base. All right, so we're gonna, this is one of the ones that I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna put that to the side. And I'm gonna do that for a few of these. Now, what you wanna do is, actually I wanna come back to this one. I'm gonna take these long ones off. I'm even gonna trim this one down significantly. And you're gonna see as I put it into the rock wool. But this is a prime example of what you want when you're actually cutting this down. So what you wanna do is, hopefully the camera's catching it. I'm gonna cut it there. I'm gonna cut it there. So now I'm in this stage. I'm also gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that. And now, this is basically the plant that I have. See that? This is a prime example of what you want your plant to look like when you're about to clone it. In addition to that, actually I'm just gonna trim that top also. In addition, I'm also gonna snip off these tops. So in reality, this is what you want your clone to look like. Now, once you're in this position here, what I wanna do is kind of cut it at an angle. Just about like that. This way, in this case, you're exposing a little more than just the bottom piece of the root system. This will allow nutrients as well as water to get through the root system and allow it to start to develop much faster. I know this is a weird angle, the way that I'm situated and the way that the basil plants are, this is the only way that I could show you guys exactly what I'm doing. But basically, as you saw, I took a larger stem, a node, from one of these plants, a large plant that realistically could have, you know, between 6 to 8 nodes, and I trimmed it down to a plant like this. I'm gonna plant this, and it's gonna grow to the same size as this. So imagine taking one of these plants, cutting, you know, 8 nodes off, still allowing this to thrive because you're not gonna take anything from the top really, and you're able to create 6 to 8 plants from one. That's amazing. All right, let me go ahead and cut another 3 from this little plant area of basil, and we're gonna go ahead and put a number of plants into the rock wool. I have a number of new lettuces that are going in too, so super excited about that. Let's go right into that. All right, guys, so as you can see here, I'm lining up a bunch of rock wool that's going directly into the tent shortly. I've decided to only take 2 additional basil plants. In this case, this rock wool has been soaking in the rooting solution for over 2 days. These plants are gonna thrive. This is basically what I ended up with after trimming them down. Don't forget, you wanna expose the root system. You wanna expose the inside. Now, I mean, this is literally the easiest way. All I did was press it in super easily, and that's it. And I'm hoping for a good turnout. In this case, you really never know what can happen to your plants. Right here, I have a variety of some sort of gourmet mix that I actually bought about a year ago, and I'm literally trying to get rid of it. I need to get all new seeding immediately because I realized, and as you guys know, I mean, at least in my case, when seeds sit around for more than a year, they become empty, okay? I'm trying to, germinate a number of seeds. Nothing's coming up. So I had a little bit of success. I was able to fill, what do we got here? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 here from this little gourmet collection of seeds. I might have another, looks like 1 or 2 in there are sprouted. I might use them. I'm excited to even see what they look like. I've never even grown this variety, so I'm super stoked. And then of course I have some Crispino, which is something I always love, and that's gonna be added in a minute. So I'm super excited to show you guys what I got going on. Hopefully this basil survives, and I'm really excited to get a whole new grow set up right now for the summer. Super excited to love the freshness and crispness of a nice indoor hydroponic lettuce. So super excited. In the next several weeks, I definitely want to utilize the bottom as well as the top of the tent. I'm kind of in consideration of moving my tent back into the basement because I made some space. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. But this is it, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to share the video if it's something that you find interesting, or someone in your family or friends are looking to start their own hydroponic growing. Make sure to watch all my previous videos. They are extremely informative, and this is valuable information that's absolutely free. Make sure to hit the links down below. I look forward to make another video for you guys in the next coming weeks, so stay tuned. All right, have a great weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, it's Mike here with Grow Indoors 365. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. This way you get notified every single time I upload a video. Again, I want to thank you, and make sure to stay tuned for more videos. We'll see you here on the next one.